Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and let's talk about Kamala Harris and the Donald Trump debate, and let's talk about the biggest event from the Kamala Harris Donald Trump event. And what is that? The biggest, event from what is the biggest instance? What is the debate itself is an event, right? What is the highlight from the debate? Taylor Swift. Not Kamala Harris, which is pretty wild. So we're going to talk about Kamala Harris, and we're going to talk about Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift just endorsed Kamala Harris, and that is huge. It is so big. It could not be bigger. This is huge news, and we need to talk about it directly because it's a really, really big deal, right? And so let's dive all the way in. So first of all, field report, okay? So first of all, Scott Garrett's going to give you a field report. This is the best information you could get, okay? Just a dude in the suburbs giving you some information. Why is that? Because I don't have stakes. I'm not a stakeholder, right? Like, so basically, you go to any mainstream news source and they're just going to spoon feed you the crap that whatever billionaire told them to spoon feed you. And there are people who go, hey, I'm a billionaire. I'd like to take a spaceship to the moon, right? And I just happen to own a newspaper. So okay. Let me explain this. We're in a post-fact world. Like there are no shared facts, right? There's nobody trusts anybody's source. There is absolutely no arbiter of truth, right? Which means that the field report, a genuine, real person telling you what they've genuinely, really seen, that's your best bet because it can show patterns, all right? So here we go. First of all, I saw two young women, right? Two young women who told me, I'm going to vote. I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris, right? And so then afterwards, I was like, hey, what'd you think of Kamala Harris's performance? And one of them was like, I watched 5 minutes. I couldn't get any further. It was really boring, and I just didn't want to watch it. And then the other one was like, oh, I didn't watch that. The other one actually said that she got 40 minutes in and got furious at Trump and could not, and she was like, why aren't the debate why aren't the debate moderators stopping Trump from talking? I'm like, his mic was off half the time. They literally was. I didn't say, I did. It was a rough conversation with this young lady. She was fraught. She was she absolutely detests Donald Trump. She despises him with a burning passion, right? And that's the other issue is, well, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about Trump in this video because there's no need to. This is not about him. Kamala's got a moment. Taylor Swift is a moment. But the passion for Kamala Harris did not drive these young women to finish the debate. It won't drive them to the polls. They're going to forget that part too. They're not going to do it, right? They're going to talk about it. They ain't going to do it. I'm telling you, young people do not vote. We have learned this 1,000 times, right? And every single election, the same nonsense. We're going to end the electoral system. We're going to end it. Yeah, electoral votes is a bad idea. We're going to absolutely never changes. We're going to get money out of politics. Absolutely never changes, right? We're going to get those long irons, short irons out of the hands of all those people who own pickup trucks. Never happens. Just noise. Young people do not vote. And it's not young women, it's young people. You under the age of 35, you ain't going to pull lever, period, at the macro level, right? All right, and I haven't even talked about Taylor Swift. Let's get into it. Two things. All right, so let's rock it. Here we go. Does Taylor Swift's endorsement matter? Oh, yeah. She is the most famous woman on the planet. End of sentence. Period. She is the most popular. She's not just famous and infamous and people know her and hate her. Everybody loves her, right? Everybody loves her, right? She is massively known. She has massive name recognition, massive love, massive commitment, massive loyalty, right? And so her endorsement for Kamala Harris matters a lot, a lot. How does it matter? It literally, in my humble opinion, doubled Kamala's chances. I think at the beginning of the debate, Kamala's chances were 5%. At the end of the debate, Kamala's chances were 3%. By the way, I know every mainstream media in the world is telling everybody, oh, she just spun, she really got under her skin and she won the election. Yeah, you got your centrifuge on high there, buddy. Okay. Pod Save America was ridiculous. They were just just spittle was coming out of their mouths. They were so frothing over, over trying to celebrate Kamala. It was absurd. It was literally absurd. So basically, yeah. So she lost 2 points with the debate. Donald Trump virtually destroyed her in that in that debate. She went from 5% to about a 3% of winning. Then, right? Because I think it was 100% orchestrated. There was Kamala had her top person, probably almost certainly a female, had her top, exec, talking to Taylor Swift, and they had this loaded in the can, and they were going to use it at a point where Kamala was low, and the timing was perfect, right? So she was at 3%. She was at 5% before the debate, 3% after the debate, and then then immediately, it was literally the same night, right? Taylor Swift was like, I endorse Kamala Harris, and it was timed and orchestrated, in my humble opinion, because Kamala did not have a great night. Right? The whole world's telling everybody that she had a great night. Every mainstream media outlet is telling people she had a great night. She did not have a great night. She had a very poor night. All right. She couldn't answer a single question. She had a long narrative for every story. No answers, just long stories about grandmas and cookies and coconuts and but no answers, right? And I think that's Kamala in a nutshell, right? Kamala got a story for you, but no solutions and no answers, but always a story. Okay, thanks. All right. So which is pretty fascinating, right? And actually, it's a story with no lesson and no message, because a story can be powerful. Kamala's are not. They're not even understandable, right? So Taylor Swift comes in and she doubles that 3% to 6%. So Taylor Swift's endorsement doubled the chances for Kamala Harris to win, which means she's out now at 6%, which means I think she still is very much in position to get virtually destroyed on November 2nd by, I think it's going to be an absolute landslide, right? Now, there's a 6% chance that goes the other way, but right now it's 94.6, right? There's going to be percentile dice rolled on November 2nd for the whole country, and we got a 94% chance of this country getting back on track, right? Last thing I'm going to say, JD Vance was right. Taylor Swift confirmed it. Taylor Swift was like, hey, JD Vance was correct. I am childless. I have a cat, and I am a lady. I'm a childless cat lady, so of course, I like Kamala Harris. So there was mainstream media was like, it's incredibly horrible to say that childless cat ladies like Kamala Harris. Taylor Swift just said it. She's like, I'm a childless cat lady. I like Kamala Harris. And we're like, I think everybody kind of knew that, right? It's not, it was wild. I did not expect Taylor Swift to be seconded on JD Vance's outrageously controversial statement, but that's what she did. Oh my gosh, we're in it, man. This is a great season. I am really enjoying politics right now. It is spicy. There's a lot of juice. All right, let's squeeze that orange for some more juice. We're in it. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. The important part is when I hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic, please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.